I'm Siobhan and I've got you on top of my fridge. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Fridge Talks. This is episode 5 now. In this series, I share with you my journey to becoming the best version of myself and also getting my first published poetry book. As part of my life audit, I've been looking at areas that have been working well for me and areas that haven't been working so well. 3 areas that keep on popping back up is self-criticism, self-doubt, and imposter syndrome. These 3 areas have consistently played a big impact in how I'm showing up for myself and how I'm sharing myself with the world. Do you question whether you're capable of achieving your goals even when there's past evidence that you've already done so? Guilty! When you're faced with new opportunities, do you frequently feel insecure whether you have the capability to even succeed? Guilty! Do you find yourself hesitating to take action out of fear of failure? Guilty! When you accomplish something, do you frequently downplay your successes to the world? Guilty! Are you your harshest critic, always putting yourself down? Guilty! When praised for your work, do you sometimes feel as though it's too much, that they're overpraising you, a bit cringy? Do you feel uncomfortable? Guilty! They're gonna find out you're a fraud. Yep. Guilty! Let me share with you some of the ways that these areas were showing up in my life in micro ways that I didn't even realize. Taking compliments. I cannot take compliments for nothing, okay? If someone compliments me, oh my gosh, Siobhan, I love what you're wearing. Where did you get that from? Oh, your top, your boots. Oh, girl, with the fur. I can't take the compliment. It's almost like I feel the need to add a little something, a little negativity, some extra razzle dazzle. I'll be like, oh my gosh, thank you. You know, these shoes really hurt me. Like the wedge is too thick. Actually, when I had to find my trousers today, I couldn't find them. It took me all day to find these trousers. I even had to iron everything. I couldn't even find the iron. It was such a long morning and that's why I feel really sweaty right now. And it's really rushed my day. I can't even figure out the rest of my day because, you know, the morning was so hectic and so busy. But thank you for the compliment though. I really appreciate it. I thank you for saying those nice things about me. Thank you. And they're just there looking at me like, okay. And it just gets awkward because it's like, girl, just take the compliment. Yeah, I don't think I realized that I did that until someone drew it to my attention. Like, Siobhan, you know you don't take compliments very well. It's almost like you're scared of them. You're scared to just take the praise. I didn't really know what to do with that. The other way in which this was showing up in my life in a micro way was the way that I was speaking to myself. The self-criticism. Like, girl, if I had a friend that talks to me the way that I talk to myself, I would have dropped them out ages ago because I don't even allow myself to just enjoy being nice to myself. I can't do that. The way that I will reflect on how much I make myself cringe, like especially if I've been out in the public for too long, if that makes sense. Like, I feel comfortable at home in my own private space. But when I go out into the public, like a working day, and I'm out with colleagues, I think about all the things I said throughout the day and I'm like, oh my gosh. How could you act that way? You overshared with people. You told people too much about yourself and now they hate you. You said about this and you said about that. You done that so wrong. Now they're gonna think that you're stupid. They're gonna think that you don't know anything. They're gonna think that you're an idiot. They're gonna think that you don't know what you're doing here. And then they're gonna start believing that you shouldn't be here. And you can see how it just like snowball can turn into something as little as, why did you say that, to you don't deserve to be here. It's gone from they're gonna think to me saying to myself, you don't deserve to be there because of the way that you've just acted. And it's giving, I'm seeking validation. It's giving, I don't believe in myself. It's giving, I don't like myself. The heck? We can't have that. I'm one of them people that once I've had my eyes opened to something, once I've been told like some feedback, some constructive feedback about myself. Once I've been made aware of something or someone has brought to my attention that I'm doing something in a way that's impacting my life in a negative way, I can't just sit there in my mess. I feel like I have to do something about it because now that I'm aware that I'm doing something that's holding me back or is hurting me in some way or causing me harm, I need to try to find a way to fix that. I want to grow, I want to become the best version of myself. And yeah, once I was aware that once I was aware of how harshly I've been dealing with myself and how much I've been doubting myself and how much I don't even believe that I deserve to be in the places that I've been put, I had to do something about it. So obviously I'm definitely not there yet, but like I said, I've been on this 90-day journey to become the best version of myself. And through doing that, I've been trying to look for ways to address the weaknesses that I find myself having consistently and trying to work on them and turn them into positives. So here are 3 things that are helping me to better deal with self-criticism, self-doubt, and imposter syndrome. Let's go. Number 1, believe in what you bring to the table. I've been trying to adopt this approach. If you like it, I love it. You know when you say that to your friend or you say it to someone, you know, when you're just being a bit passive aggressive and they tell you that they're doing X, Y, and Z, and you're like, I'm not really too keen, but you don't want to be rude, so you're just like, okay, go, all right, girl. If you like it, I love it. I'm trying to adopt that approach for myself, but obviously not in a passive aggressive way. If I know that within myself, I like something, I'm gonna try to do my best to make sure that I love it about myself. So that's if I like something about me, if I like something about the way that I think, if I like something about the way that I do something, if I like something about what I want to achieve. I've been trying to find ways of cultivating self-belief and self-love around those areas of my life. Rooting for myself. And that looks like identifying and amplifying the strengths that I know that I have. Being my own best cheerleader. Write down your personal strengths. Set goals around those strengths that are going to encourage you to develop within those strengths in new ways. Find ways to showcase those talents. I'll give you an example. This YouTube channel, I knew that I enjoyed speaking to people in the public. I enjoyed being able to help people, being able to be creative in the process. These are my strengths. What I didn't enjoy was public speaking. I was petrified of public speaking. I still am. To me, YouTube was never on the cards. I've been petrified of holding space for myself, having a platform where I am in the center of that platform and there's people around me listening to what I'm saying. Probably because I don't genuinely believe that people want to hear what I have to say. I don't know. I don't want to get too deep because my therapist ain't here to like guide me through that. What I would do before was sit and focus on these areas of weakness and use them as reasons as to why I can't succeed in those areas in any possible capacity. The fact that I know that I'm afraid of public speaking means that any sort of public speaking is out of the question because I don't like public speaking. I'm afraid of it. So I'm going to do everything to avoid having a platform for myself. But now that I'm on this journey and now that I'm trying to audit my life, I'm trying to find ways that are going to help me to develop in a way that is perfect for me. I do enjoy being able to speak to people, but it's within the right capacity. And YouTube was the perfect way to be able to get myself out there and get myself speaking to people, finding a community and sharing my voice with people. I feel like YouTube has really encouraged me to work on that weakness of public speaking because I'm speaking to the public. And so it's taken a weakness and it's turned it into a strength because now I'm strengthening those areas. And I do find that like since I've been speaking to a camera, it has helped me to be able to speak out in front of people. I have more confidence in hearing my own voice. I have more confidence in believing in the things that are coming out of my mouth and knowing that they're going to add value to people. And I'm not afraid to put myself out there as much. I don't know if any of you have ever played Sims, but when you play Sims, you see them trying to work on their charisma points. How do they do that? They're talking in front of a mirror, just talking to themselves. And I guess that's essentially what I'm kind of doing here. Obviously, I know I'm not talking to myself because this is going to go out and people are going to hear what I'm saying. But essentially, it's the same skill set that you're trying to exercise. So yeah, I guess turning your weaknesses into strengths and finding creative ways of being able to do that. Number 2, believe the hype. Why does everyone get to believe in you except from you? What is it that you're not getting? Why are people coming to you for help? Why are people coming to you for your opinions? Why are people coming to you because you have a particular skill set? Why are people putting your name forward for work? Why are they putting your name forward for projects? Why do people want to be around you? What can they gain from being around you? Obviously, we're trying to step away from being validated by others to be able to function. But let's consider this for a second. If people in your sphere are trying to be around you, trying to learn from you, trying to understand how you've done something, talk to you and gain your opinions and your perspective on things, it's a clear sign that they value your expertise. They value your insight. They see value in what you bring to the table. And if after all of that, you're not fully believing in yourself after the validation, even though we're not trying to seek validation from others anymore, it reflects a disconnection between your internal perspective and the way that others are viewing you. How do you perceive you? What are you telling yourself about yourself that might not necessarily be true? When others are coming to you, they're putting their trust essentially in the things that you have to say. Embrace this as an opportunity to see yourself the way that others are seeing you. And I know it's hard to grasp, because even for myself it's extremely hard to grasp. But I think what sort of brings me back and grounds me is, if other people aren't focusing on your flaws as much as you, why are you doing it? If people aren't focusing on your flaws, why are you? Furthermore, you deserve a seat at the table regardless of whether you're being validated by others or not. Let's keep it a buck. What does the Bible say about you? What does God say about you? That is the real hype. Believe it. And lastly, it's time to step out of your comfort zone. I know it's easier said than done, but that better you, that more secure in yourself you that loves on yourself, that you that's always rooting for yourself, that you that believes in yourself is on the other side of stepping out of your comfort zone. Stepping out of your comfort zone will show you what you're really made of. List those areas of weakness in your life and find ways to better yourself in those areas. Don't let them consume you. List your strengths and find new ways to exercise them and develop them. Don't become complacent. Keep on challenging yourself, keep on working on yourself, keep on working on self-growth. Start stepping into the person that you want to be every day, no matter whether you feel like it. 100% there are days that I don't feel like it. I know that even if I don't do all of the things that I've planned to do for the day to better myself, I like to think that my mindset has changed. So I will exercise thinking in a different way, which is, okay, I didn't achieve the things that I wanted to do today. That's fine. The fact of the matter is I was still willing to work on myself today. And let me write down a list of how I can better myself tomorrow. Small actions are baby snowballs, and we know how the snowball effect works. It just keeps on getting bigger and bigger and bigger until you've done something amazing. You'll see change, I promise. Okay, so those are the 3 main points that I feel like have helped me in the long term so far. I'm still working on it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. I hope you gained something from this video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good. And let me know how you guys are working on your self-criticism, how you're working on imposter syndrome. I would love to know. It would be helpful for me, thank you. I'll see you guys on the flip side. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Peace.